Are you on drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Do you take drugs or alcohol?
What is drugs? What is drugs? What is drugs?
Hello and thank you for tuning in. I know I haven't been able to upload in like a really long time, but then I can almost guarantee you that I would be frequently uploading from now on as much as possible. Now recently I posted this World on Drugs remake on Instagram. It like completely blew up on both Reddit and Instagram, and I wanted to share the speed up process, and luckily I screen recorded it and provided some in-depth information on how it was made, so it could really help you if you are a digital artist watching this or if you aspire to be one. It could also be like really entertaining if you're like not, so I could like recommend you to like watch this anyway. Now I'm a huge fan of recreating things that already exist. Now like don't ask me why it sounds like really weird, but then I am a huge fan of actually making stuff which already exists. I've already made a ton of remakes on movie posters, drawings, cover arts, and even photographs. I didn't really feel like anything was wrong with the World on Drugs album cover, but I felt like it would be a great refreshment if we could just go do it again and add some depth, change the colors and background to it. And now without wasting anybody's time, let's just get started with the recreation process. Like usually start off with a blank canvas. Like honestly it could be like really intimidating because you have absolutely no clue how the outcome is gonna be, but then over time you realize you need to like trust the process, that something along the process could change the entirety of the whole artwork. And one of the biggest challenges that I face while converting drawings like this into my own style of artwork is the direction of light. Now what do I mean by that is when the original sketchwork of World of Drugs was made, it does not contain a direction of light. But every artwork that I tend to do have a direction of light, and this reference along helps me further my placement of highlights, midtones and shadows for every single layer that I'm working on. So while I'm working on, I thought placing a light object on the right side could potentially look better while the shadows cast on the left side of the image. Stock images that I had to use weren't really much. It only included a blend of two backgrounds put together, some flowers which also have no idea what flowers they actually are, and then 2 to 3 different types of pills, and honestly that was like pretty much the whole stock image part of it. Even I don't know what drugs are being used in the album cover, even though I'm a huge fan of hip-hop R&B culture. But I do know that whatever is being poured out of that styrofoam cup is lean, because funnily the only material that I could come up with to imitate that texture was slime. It was one stock image of slime layered one above the other so it could cover up the whole area, and then I changed the color to purple to match with the original substance. The other pills I believe are Xanax, Percocets and Oxycodones, because that's what I hear a lot in Juice WRLD's music, and that was potentially the reason he actually passed away. and like 70% of the work involved in this project were mostly copy pasting the same objects over and over again and warping it to the original position of the drawing, which is honestly quite boring, and I had to use these headache tablets that we generally get here in India as a reference to whatever drugs are being represented. Most of what really happens is only midway through the artwork you see what works and what doesn't, but people really think that we have an idea of how the image will turn out, but trust me, I have no clue how it will turn out. It's just a standard set of procedures that I usually follow, and then you improvise on the spot, which actually brings life to the particular piece. And I really loved how the depth of field came out really well in this piece using field blur. So there's like two particular ways you can actually add depth to a particular project that you're working on. One is either through using the levels adjustment layer, or the other one is like using the field blur. So field blur really came into practice in this particular project. Nowadays I do most of my work using the curves adjustment layer. Earlier it used to be a bunch of 4 or 5 adjustment layers. Now I just really understood that curves are like the key ingredient to actually master your highlights adjustments for both highlights, shadows and midtones. It's also a good idea to take a break and then come back with a fresh eye to see whatever mistakes you didn't see before, since you were like so engrossed with your work. And what else is a great idea is to check out this artwork, which is also available as a print. Along with all my other prints, it's available in this place called Imprint. I'll leave all the links in the description below, along with my Instagram, which you should also be checking out. And finally, make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already, which really helps with the algorithm. And now back to the video. I made a few tweaks here and there after finishing the recording, and this is what I really ended up with. And that's it for the video. I know it was a little longer than usual, but then I'll be back soon with more refined content. I'd really appreciate it if you could leave all your suggestions in the comments. I'd really love to hear them. And thank you for watching.